वो दिन कितने प्यारे थे, ये दिन भी कितने प्यारे हैं। तब बाबा साथ हमारे थे, तब बाबा साथ हमारे थे। बाबा अब भी साथ हमारे हैं।
सदा समय अनुसार अपने मानव बुद्धि को स्वपन तक भी सदा शुभ और शुद्ध रखो। कई बच्चे कहते हैं रोजान में, बाप दादा तो शक्तियां देते हैं, लेकिन समय पर शक्ति यूज नहीं होती। बाप दादा विशेष सब बच्चों के साथी होने के संबंध से विशेष ऐसे समय पर एक्स्ट्रा मदद देते हैं। क्यों? बाप जिम्मेवार है बच्चों को संपन्न बनाए साथ ले जाने के लिए जिम्मेवार है बाप। तो बाप अपनी जिम्मेवारी विशेष ऐसे समय पर निभाते हैं, लेकिन कभी कभी बच्चों के मन के कैचिंग पावर का स्विच ऑफ होता है। तो बाप क्या करे? बाप तो फिर भी खोलने की कोशिश करते हैं स्विच ऑन करने की, लेकिन टाइम लग जाता है। इसलिए जब फिर स्विच ऑन हो जाता है ना, तो कहते करना तो नहीं चाहिए था, लेकिन हो गया। तो सदा अपने मन की कैचिंग पावर, जिसको आप कहते हैं टचिंग, कैचिंग पावर का स्विच ऑन रखो। माया कोशिश करती है ऑफ करने का, सेकंड में ऑफ करके चली जाती। इसीलिए जैसा समय नासिक होता जाएगा, अभी होना है और डरते तो नहीं होना, कोई हर्जा नहीं। बच्चे, मैं आपके सदा साथ हूँ।
Om Shanti. Transformation of old sanskars and old nature. Honesty and cleanliness. In order to transform the dirt of your old nature inside you, imbibe the virtues of honesty and cleanliness. Let there not be anything false in all three forms, your thoughts, words, or deeds. To be honest means to tell others to do what you yourself think and do. Those who are truthful in this way are loved by everyone. The Lord is pleased with those who have an honest heart. Now transform the old nature and old sanskars. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vyakti Parivar. Today is day 2nd, transformation of old sanskaras and old nature. Honesty and cleanliness. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Good, well, okay. Baba explains us and then leaves a question for all of us. Baba gives the answer, but then when we want to practice, then a question comes. I also had this thought when Baba said, Baba wants to help. Baba is giving you some signals which you should catch, but your switch of that power of catching and touching get turned off by Maya. So immediately, what is that switch, right? So Baba always mentioned the switch of awareness. Baba says that when the switch of Simriti is turned off, that means I am not in my awareness of either soul consciousness or remembrance of Baba or my true religion, some kind of awareness. So I am in that stage of forgetfulness, Vismrti. That means switch had been turned off. Baba had used this word in Murli. Awareness is your switch, keep it on. So what we will do tomorrow from Amrit Vela, just pay internally attention on that what happens when Simriti, awareness is on, and when I am not in that awareness, then what's the difference? And that means the intellect, when it's in awareness, has power to take help from Baba or at the right time to receive touching for the right thing. I think that all of us have this experience, but not all the time, right? I myself, since few days, had been invoking these both powers. And I had been thinking that how to all the time have switch on. But then you are very clear, no, when you are touching. Otherwise, first what you listen is the dictates of your own mind, right? When there is awareness, that means you are connected with Baba. As Baba says, I am your companion, I must help, I am responsible for you. But when there is lack of awareness, then certain fears could come, certain questions can come. As Baba said, time is delicate, so a lot of thoughts can come. So I think that we try with the switch of awareness tomorrow and see what are the touchings. Like I found that when I took homework, and I noticed two ways, because thinking also is a habit. Let's say someone does something. Now, the old nature or habit is to tell that soul. And then when you tell it because your feelings are still heavy, then other soul will react to that. So even if you are what you're teaching is so good and is for the benefit of that soul, but there won't be acceptance. So I had been looking into that how to first, go in silence or with Baba or whatever, and with lot of love and good wishes, you try to explain the soul. And especially when, my feelings for everyone is that all are Baba's air souls, right? And air souls should have good qualifications. And one of that qualification is total trustee. Like in today's homework, it's explained very clearly that to change the sanskars, transformation of sanskars and nature, use two qualities: to be truthful and honest. Honest and clean. In a way, so clean here really means is, I always find it's very easy for us when someone is going through something, we can give few points, right? You should be doing this, Baba is with you. Very fortunate. But when same situations comes in front of me, so when that same situation is, I have to go through, I don't have that much power. So what Baba is saying, honesty is that when I am saying to others, then I have to apply it for myself also. It could be anything. It could be a loss. It could be uncertainty of faith. Internally, like you have to create it. Any situation you are in, once you are there and you are Baba's trustee, you are committed to Baba's task, Baba will definitely help. But if there is even very subtle, very, very subtle doubt, so we tell everyone all this, right? So that's what they said, that my thoughts, my words and actions should be same. That's called honesty. But also, when we are saying to someone, we have to say, Baba says this. Baba has told us. So it's like you are also invoking Baba. And when you invoke Baba, then definitely there is more power in that. So Baba is explaining honesty and clean heart. That means my intentions, my feelings, my uh, intentions are very, very, very pure intention. There is no selfishness. Now, when you, let's say, give some good wishes to someone, and then your kind of subtle ego comes in, then my good wishes will definitely work. And then, of course, if they work, you feel very proud. If they don't work, then you think it's something wrong with that soul. So I think that internally you have to see, as Baba said, total honesty. And when there is this honesty, or I think you are altruistic, you don't have any desire to get the result of that. Like some souls say, oh, I had been giving so much good wishes to my Lokik family, but there is no change. They don't yet show any interest in knowledge. So you want to see the outcome, right? I always say they are Baba's children. My I have to keep good wishes, but they are Baba's children. That means it's their part. I remember when I came in Gyan, I didn't try to give anyone knowledge because they all were older to me. I can't sit and explain them knowledge, right? But I always I have to be example and I have to see them as Baba's children. And after some time, they see the life, they see the success, they see the courage which we have, they see everything and definitely it inspires them. And when they are inspired, then they also feel it's a very good knowledge. We should also take it. And everyone start taking knowledge and become spiritual, alokik from lokik. So in all different ways, we have to, what I have to do is to connect souls with God. No? But because if they all are in knowledge, my life will be easier. If they all are in knowledge, it will be, I'm looking at the outcome. And when you're looking at the outcome, then that's not also total honesty. So clean and pure heart. And also, very subtly, some kind of attachment is there for everything, whatever we do. So I think that we have to be detached observer like Baba was, and with very, very pure love and pure feelings, say what you have to say, do what you have to do, and interact with those feelings. I think definitely will fulfill what our stage should be and also do good to everyone. Om Shanti.
Transformation of old sanskars and old nature, honesty and cleanliness, in order to transform the dirt of your old nature inside you. Imbibe the virtues of honesty and cleanliness. Let there not be anything false in all three forms, your thoughts, words, or deeds. To be honest means to tell others to do what you yourself think and do. Those who are truthful in this way are loved by everyone. The Lord is pleased with those who have an honest heart. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Avakti Parivar. So it was wonderful sharing by Didi. And now, as we have something new in November, and we had wonderful session with Brother Ken yesterday. So today is the second day. So let's start our Vikti journey. Welcome to our Vikti journey, living and serving with our Brahman family. And I would like to invite our dear angel Brother Ken. Welcome.
Om Shanti, dear Sister Mohini, dear Bone Men, and everyone. It's so wonderful that you're making these incredible sessions available to us all. It's very hard to express our gratefulness. And as I said yesterday, I wanted to share with you today about how to put into practice something Mother tells us to do, that between me and anyone else, between me and any situation even, I have to put Baba, so that I can act as his instrument and not as the instrument of my own ego. That will definitely happen if I forget Baba, that's all. If I start to have a one-to-one relationship with someone, putting Baba aside, then the Sanskars that are interacting are just the body conscious Sanskars, however apparently elevated they may be. So it's a very practical thing that I want to share with you today. Asking, like Didi said, that Baba will definitely help, but how is that help? How is the practical experience of Baba's companionship? And of course, how to make thoughts, words, and actions the same as tomorrow's exercise is asking us to do, and how to keep the mind and intellect clean. So these are some questions that I'd like to take up. Ultimately, how to keep the switch of our awareness and our catching power on all the time. That means Baba has to be very close, and the way to make Baba close is to bring him into our relationships. And this is why serving, how to get along with others, and this is the whole idea of these sessions this month, how to get along with other people, how to get along with the different sanskars that come up, the different preferences that are there, and the different ideas that come up, and so on, how to adjust, in other words. So the first question we should ask is, why do I need Baba? Basically, I need Baba for my purification. I don't purify myself. I need Baba for my salvation. I don't save myself. Baba saves me. I need Baba for my liberation in life. I can't do that myself. These things, the salvation, the purification, the liberation in life, cannot be self-created. They can't be. The ego will never create any mechanisms to get rid of itself. It just won't happen. It'll pretend that it's making the right effort. And that's why ego is such a tricky thing. Of course, the gross form of ego is arrogance, but the subtle form of ego, which gets in the way of our relationships, is really self-deception. I can't see things clearly about myself and others. So I need Baba to help me sort all of that out. I need Baba to keep me awake, not just physically awake, but spiritually awake, so that I can have control over my own thinking, so that I can see the things as they really are, and not as my ego tells me that they are. So I want to do 2 exercises with you, just to balance this out and really bring Baba into the equation, so that we really get the experience of closeness. And also, because Baba is close, I can be a better instrument. And of course, that's the whole thing behind this dharana-based leadership that I wanted to share some of the ideas with you from, is that Baba uses me as his instrument. And of course, Baba is the father of all of these other souls. They the relationship that I have with other Brahmins is as fellow Baba's children. It's not my ego with someone else's ego. We are both together only because of Baba. And because Baba has seen something in us that he finds useful for his service. And so these are some of the things that I want to do, a couple of exercises that really make this very clear. So, first of all, I want everyone to sit nicely and very quickly just invoke Baba's presence, as Didi was saying. Just invoke Baba's presence. I'm the soul, and very quickly, Baba is with me. Now, I don't need to see anything. I have to feel Baba's presence. Of course, it will be through the subtle form, but I don't need to see anything. So let's, for a moment, just experience how much Baba loves me. Just experiencing Baba's love for me. How much greatness does he see in me? How much genuine feeling of benevolence he has for me. He wants me to be the best. He wants me to overcome all of any of the shadows and the darkness of my past. And he just sees me as a diamond. So just feel Baba's love for a few moments. Secondly, the love that I have for him. So Baba's love for me. Now, what is my love for him? How much do I have? How much is my love for Baba? Is it the same quality of love? That means the love that Baba has for me, is it the same as the love that I have for him? If not, can I adjust that? Just feel that. So that my love and his love are sort of meeting. And it's just elevating, just this feeling. Now, the love that Baba has for me, okay? Think about the love that I have for myself. Sometimes there are doubts, as Didi was saying. Sometimes there are other things that come up. Sometimes mistakes are made and I suddenly have less love for myself than Baba does. But if my love is the same, if the love that I have for myself is the same as the love that Baba has for me, and it's the same as the love that I have for Baba, I really just become completely embraced by this feeling of love. Now, if I think of anyone else, maybe think of someone with whom you've had some difficulties. Think of someone. Because there must be someone that you've been making efforts to adjust to, or to get along with, or to just overcome any unpleasantness or discomfort. Just think of someone. And remember that the love that Baba has for that soul. Just remember the love that Baba has for that soul. It's the same as the love that he has for me, exactly the same. So I have to adjust that my love for that soul should be the same as Baba's love for that soul. So in that way, I just love Baba's love for me, my love for Baba, my love for myself, and my love for anyone else. Should be the same love, not different. So you can do that with anyone who comes to mind, even anyone you find yourself thinking about it excessively, like Baba said yesterday, we shouldn't dangle off people. We shouldn't dangle off human beings. We should dangle off Baba. And that means that my reference for everyone is Baba. And just by putting Baba's love in between, then I can get along with everyone. Just as Baba loves everyone, I love everyone. It doesn't mean that I have to like them. It's not the same, but I have to love them. Just unlimited, unconditional love shouldn't be different. So that's the first little exercise I wanted to do. Now, the second one is about, it's like I want everyone to think of a situation or even a relationship with someone that has had some difficulties, maybe. It doesn't have to even be a recent one, but let's say something that made me think more than I need to think, or made me speak more than I need to speak, something that sort of held me up, a situation or a relationship with someone. And the relationships that we have for others are all based on our spiritual identity at the moment. You know, my connection with anyone else is as a soul. Even Lokic relationships, the basic relationship is soul to soul. Then, as Baba says, for namesake, we have these worldly relationships, but the deeper relationship is the soul to the soul. So just think of a situation. If you've got a pen and some paper, you can write down some ideas as I speak. Now, the first thing that I have to do is I look at that situation that has held me up, or has sort of blocked me, or has, made me think too much, or even made me sad, could be, worried. The first thing I need to do is to become a detached observer, as Didi was saying. And how do I do that? I have to use my divine intellect. Like, use my divine intellect. What does that mean? It means to see the thing in the context of Gyan. Use my third eye. So forget about any feelings that you may have had to that person or to that situation just now. What is that? If I used just Gyan to describe the situation or the person, to me, it's just souls playing roles. And it's the same thing that they're doing every cycle. What is the situation? If I'm just a completely objective, like a reporter, going to investigate a situation, and I'm just describing the situation or the relationship in terms of pure Gyan, so that I'm just using my third eye to describe what it is. So let me describe it. What is it that happened? This one happened, this one said that, the other one said that. These Sanskars were apparent. Obviously, these Sanskars are more active at this time. The souls, both souls, or all the souls involved are just playing their roles. So the soul, the karma, the drama connection, what do I see? And by doing that, I start to have control over my thinking. I just using the divine intellect to define or to relate the situation as a reporter, completely objective. So I've described it, okay? Now I've written a few words maybe to describe the situation. Now, second step, I will elevate my feelings. So this is where I bring Baba into the equation. I've got the situation in front of me. I've described it objectively as a detached observer. There it is. And now I take that to Baba. Again, Baba is very close to me. He's my companion. This is the meaning of companionship. But these are the sorts of things that I will talk over with my best companion. Now I ask Baba, with the situation or the relationship in front of him, what are the most elevated feelings that I should have? Baba, what do you feel about this? How do you feel about this? So, of course, Baba is the ocean of love, right? So how does the ocean of love see this? How does the ocean of knowledge see this? How does the one that never worries see this? How does the one who's completely stable forever see this and feel about the situation I brought to him or the relationship that I brought to him? So try to feel what Baba feels now. You've taken it to him, and now try to feel as he feels about it. Then you find that, you know, the highest feelings are coming up in you. The unconditional love, the carefree benevolence. You start to feel that. So you've described the situation using the third eye, you've elevated your feelings, and now the third step, and this you can do with any situation that holds you up, or any relationship that sort of makes you worry or sad or think too much. You can do it with any situation or relationship. Describe it as a detached observer. Bring Baba in front of you and elevate your feelings. And the third step, Baba, in this situation and similar situations in the future, what do I need to be? What do I need to be? So analyze objectively, elevate feelings, and then ask Baba what I need to be. I need to be the embodiment of what quality in this type of situation. I need to be more tolerant. I need to be more loving. I need to be more pure. I need to be completely free. What do I need to be? And if you're close to Baba, the answer comes immediately. Baba, what do I need to be? And the answer comes very quickly. And then when you get that answer, just become the embodiment of that for a few moments. Okay, let's do that. Baba, let's say Baba told me that I have to be the embodiment of complete purity in such situations. So let me become that with Baba's help. Just feel Baba helping you. He's there to help us, actually. He's there to keep us awake. He's there to... this is also about catching power. This is about the awareness of what I need to get from Baba. And this is about how to practically make Baba my companion. It's about how to keep my mind and intellect clean. And of course, if the mind and intellect is clean, the thoughts, words, and actions are the same. So this is the sort of instrument that Baba wants us to He wants it. He's given us a divine intellect. Let's use it. He's elevated our feelings, so let's use those elevated feelings. Try to see and feel about things as Baba does, and then I'll be a better instrument, of course. And I don't get caught up in useless thinking because I've just defined everything as it basically is according to Gyan. No other additions, no other colorings, no other excuses, no doubts also. So these are the sorts of things that we can practice. I'd like just to say about tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow, as I had previously said to Pumi, I already had an engagement because we started to organize this just last week. And tomorrow I won't be able to be with you. But on the 4th of November, I'm going to talk about actually the sanskars involved in relationships, how our sanskars, like this is me and this is the other person, how they sort of get sort of tangled, how to untangle our sanskars in our relationships with others. Because the sanskars are actually present and they make the karmic account. The karmic accounts are actually sanskaric accounts. Because our sanskars, a group of sanskars are active in one and they're active in the other and they're tangled up. So how to untangle them? So this is what we're going to look at in our next session on the 4th. Okay. That's it for today. Om Shanti and see you. See you all. These are sort of practical tips for us.
Oh, Shanti, Brother Kent. Yes.
Shanti.
It's really beautiful what you explained. And I was feeling that, yes, I think most of us use this technique. And I was telling that we should use it more. But I just want to say that it's not only conflict, but it could be attachment also. Because both are equally problem, right? When there is attachment between two souls, they belong to Baba, but more attachment for each other. So we also have to be very careful, like this morning's Murli, bondage and relationship. So when there is bondage, there is attachment. So I just thought if you can also use the word either conflict or attachment. Both are
Attachment is sort of a problem that doesn't seem like a problem. It's sort of it's too normal to look like a problem.
Yeah, Daddy Janki always used to say that when there is conflict, at least okay, you can separate. But when there is attachment, you are so much stuck, you can't move forward, or there is lot of feelings, and yeah. So I just wanted to say that. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, Om Shanti, Didi, thank you.
Om Shanti. Thank you so much, Didi, Brother Ken. It was wonderful. We're having double lottery nowadays, right? Thank you. So tomorrow is Thursday, and Thursday is the book offering day. So just to remind you all that when you have to send your request to Bhog, you send your request or WhatsApp number or phone number, text, 516-717-971. So that's our number where you can text if you would like to offer pork. So that will be included in our tomorrow's schedule, and also 5 to 6 Sakar Murli, and other schedule will remain same. But also, as we know that every day we are doing Double Foreigners Madhuban online program. So tomorrow is Bab Dada's day. So today we had Brijman Bhaiji's class, but tomorrow is 3rd November, which is very special day, and tomorrow is a Vik Bab Dada Milan day. It's a Thursday and also Bab Dada's Milan day. So every time we also our Avakti Parivar Zoom is open if anybody would like to join, and we have actually breakout room for Hindi, and English is in main room. So, or you can do through YouTube channel also, but we will also open Avakti Parivar. So that's tomorrow, very special day for all of us. And now let's do our meditation, homework meditation, and then we will remember Baba and take drishti from Didi. Om Shanti.
Transformation of old sanskars and old nature. Honesty and cleanliness. In order to transform the dirt of your old nature inside you, imbibe the virtues of honesty and cleanliness. Let there not be anything false in all three forms: your thoughts, words, or deeds. To be honest means to tell others to do what you yourself think and do. Those who are truthful in this way are loved by everyone. The Lord is pleased with those who have an honest heart.
पुरानी नेचर व संस्कारों का परिवर्तन, सच्चाई और सफाई। अंदर में जो भी पुराने भाव स्वभाव का किचड़ा है, उसे परिवर्तन करने के लिए सच्चाई और सफाई का गुण धारण करो। मनसा वाचा कर्मणा, तीनों में बनावटी रूप न हो। सच्चाई अर्थात जो करें, जो सोचें, वही वर्णन करें। ऐसा जो सच्चा होगा वह सबका प्रिय होगा। सच्चे पर साहिब राजी होता है। ओम शांति।
Om Shanti. Good night, everyone. Om Shanti. Good night.